AFC encounter between Australia and Bahrain to secure top spot in the group. There has been some talk, with Iran already qualified top of their group in Group D, and hence will play second place in Group C, that perhaps Korea Republic would prefer to avoid any potential quarter-final showdown with Korea DPR. Now, Korea DPR can, in theory, despite a fairly lackluster tournament to date, finish in second place in Group D, and they will play Korea Republic if the East Asian side do finish top of this group. In the group standings, then, it's Australia with a goal difference of +4 and 4 points, leading from Korea Republic, 4 points and +1 goal difference. Bahrain are third, and they will be hoping for a victory against the Australians to see them through. While India, the 25th ranked nation in the AFC, are bringing up the rear with no points and a 4-0 loss to Australia in a 5-2 defeat at the hands of Bahrain. Time for the final matches of the group stage in Group C, the final match of the tournament for rank outsiders India, who only qualified for the 2011 Asian Cup, courtesy of the AFC Challenge Cup back in 2008, one for burgeoning footballing nations in Asia to grace the continental stage, and they're taking on one of the biggest of all, Korea Republic. There's a spattering of Korea Republic supporters braving the conditions on the far side of the pitch. A few more Indian fans, and here's their national anthem. Got some enthusiastic supporters, the Indians. I'm your commentator, Robbie Thompson, joined, as always, by Bernd Stenger, the Belarus coach and former Iraqi boss, of course. As we have a look at the Korea Republic side, just one change from coach Cho Kweng-rae, with Kwak Tae-hui, the defender, sent off against Bahrain and suspended for the match against Australia. He returns in the centre of defence at the expense of Lee Jung-soo, rested with a yellow card. But something of a surprise to see a full-strength Korea Republic?
It's not a surprise, because the job hasn't been done yet. They have to win this match to be qualified. And can you imagine, a coach will risk the second team today and something goes wrong, then you would be very, very alone. And that's why he's bringing his best team out for this match around Park all these established players, and even India, they haven't made any changes from their last match.
And that means, of course, no place in the starting 11 in Bob Houghton's side for the emblematic captain, number 15, Baichung Bhutia, who has been struggling with a calf strain. No place for him then, the national team record holder with 108 caps and 42 goals. The referee for this afternoon's match, Khalil Al-Hamadi from Saudi Arabia, being assisted by a pair of Iranians, Hassan Kamramifa and Reza Sokandan. Park Ji-sung is making his 97th appearance for the national side. At the moment coached by Cho Kwang-rae, the man who lost a final of the Asian Cup as a player. Here's Bob Houghton. He lost a Cup Winners' Cup, UEFA that is, with Malmo back in 1979, losing out to Nottingham Forest. He's also coached Uzbekistan and of course the Chinese national team, Bob Houghton. Park Ji-sung, I just mentioned it, 97 caps. In theory, quarter-final, number 98, semi-final, number 99, and I'm sure he'd prefer a final rather than a third, fourth playoff to celebrate number 100.
A fantastic achievement, and that's why even the coach cannot put him on the bench, because it's still a team, Korea Republic, who can reach this final in this tournament. They prefer attacking football. Even coach Cho Kwang-rae has forged a reputation of attacking football, and they are going forward, and I think they will put the Indian team under pressure. But India did a great job as well. They scored their first 2 goals, the first goal after 47 years in the Asian Cup, and that's why I think let's see, maybe that they won't get too many goals against today against Korea Republic.
Well, that's right. Their last goals in the Asian Cup came way back in 1964 in a final game 3-1 win over Hong Kong. We're just a couple of seconds away from the start now. Saudi referee just waiting for the match delegate to give us the all clear. A full strength Korea Republic against the easy beats of the tournament so far, but India playing for more than just pride. They're playing for the future of football in their country, and they are doing their compatriots proud, and there are lots of supporters out here braving the rainy conditions to cheer on the Bangra boys. Korea Republic quite clearly the outstanding favourites in this one. Australia 4-0 winners over India. Bahrain 5-2 winners, including 4 for Ismail Abdulatif, who hit a first half hat-trick in just 19 minutes. And if the goals do rain down here like it's been raining in Qatar over the last 24, 48 hours, and we've had just about steady rain all day here in Doha, then Korea Republic should finish top of their group. It all depends on what the Socceroos are doing in their match against Bahrain. Lovely little touch from Jarchi Chol, the man who's already got 3 goals to his name in this tournament. He got both of them against Bahrain. He got the goal against Australia as well in that 1-1 draw. Jar Chiol, the number 13, has got every goal for Korea Republic in this tournament so far. And Bernd, you've been impressed by the young players they've managed to bring through. And of course there is one young player missing, and we might have seen the end of him perhaps in this tournament. The number 9, Yu Byung-soo.
Yeah, he created trouble in this team a couple of days. He had a personal blog in internet, and he said he is not motivated to play today's game versus India because he has been substitute against Australia after 20 minutes playing.
There's perhaps an early chance here for India to surprise. Abhishek, Pradeep. That's going to be too far for Rayyan Singh. They can't run it down in a goal kick, but a little warning there for Korea Republic. They can't take things too easily.
You know, and if you have a player who doesn't want to play for his country because of substitution, it's always a problem for a coach, for a team, but because to play for a national team is such an honor, and players shouldn't do such things. Maybe he will apologize and stay with the team, but now
it's Ji Dong-won on the right. He lays it back for the Bolton man, Lee Chung-yong. Again looking for Ji Dong-won, no way through there. And now Kwak Tae-hui, the man sent off against Bahrain when they gave away the penalty. Korea Republic were cruising 2-0 in that one. And then with 6 minutes to go, they conceded that goal from the spot through Fauzi Aish and had to play with 10 men, although in the end they did it fairly comfortably. Ki Sung-yong blocked by Abhishek. Here he is again, the number 16. Spent part of his childhood growing up in Brisbane, Australia. And we've got Rayyan Singh down injured, the 31-year-old. This will be a bad start for India. He's already got the shin pads out. And just going back to that story with Yu Byung-soo, he came into the game against Australia on 67 minutes when he replaced Ji Dong-won, the number 10, a young man, 3 years his junior, and perhaps Yu Byung-soo, who's made just 2 international appearances. He was top scorer in the K-League with Incheon United, 22 goals in 28 games. He's one of the rising stars. He's been linked with moves overseas. He just missed out on the World Cup as well, and perhaps he feels he's bigger than that. He was replaced then in the 89th minute and clearly didn't do enough to impress his coach.
But it's always hard for a player to come on the pitch. He wants to show something, and then after 20 minutes he substitute. But there must be a reason, and to lead a team, you know, it's much more, the team is always more important than a single player, and that's why it was a big surprise that he blocked such things to the internet, and a little bit of shame. But India is playing compact today. Bob Horton, he criticized his team.
That's a good ball over the top for Kujachol. That looked like a hand. No signal from the referee's assistant. Blocked by Subrata Paul, but there's trouble here, and there's the opening goal. And for the first time in this tournament, it's not Kujachol. It's the youngster, the number 10, Ji Dong-won, who's impressed us so greatly, burnt in the tournament so far, and it's good to see him get his name on the score sheet as well, even if it came in rather easy circumstances. Handball there?
It's handball, but the referee couldn't see it, had a wrong position. For us, it's very easy. It's handball. Shouldn't be a goal.
Well,
but it's just such a little touch.
The worst possible start for India. And to make that all the more compounded, we just saw while we were talking about the trials and tribulations of Yu Byung-soo that they were forced into a 5th-minute substitution as well with Rayyan Singh, who I would suggest has carried an injury into this match because there was no contact. He just went down in the middle of the park and couldn't continue. He's been replaced, the number 8, by the number 12, Deepak Kumar Mandal. Very experienced player as well, Indian Player of the Year back in 2002. So the number 12, who played a full game in the opening match and then was a late substitute against Bahrain, will play just about a full game here. Lovely pass.
Good weather condition for such a passing. A billiard pitch, as all pitches are under fantastic conditions here in Qatar. World Cup conditions, definitely.
And even the rain doesn't seem to affect the pitch at all. We've had steady rain, it hasn't been torrential. And once again, it's a coolish 19 degrees here in Doha. The jackets are on. Not everywhere though, plenty of t-shirts still in the crowd. Tehui for Charduri. How hard is it to motivate your players for a match like this? But you just said how it should be an honour to play for your country. But they've already got a goal after just 6 minutes. Here's Park Ji-sung, who was looking for Ji Dong-won again. Oof. And almost sneaking in there was Lee Chung-yong, number 17 from Bolton. The scorer at the World Cup, goals on losing matches against Argentina and then Uruguay in the last 16. Here they come again, Korea Republic. Lee Chung-yong wide for Charduri, up against the substitute. Deepak. Plenty of numbers forward, Korea Republic as well. They're really looking to take a stranglehold on this one. And that's a lovely play. Charduri is going to inherit possession. The cross, it's not a bad one, it was towards Ji Dong-won. They head it back, Ji Dong-won. Oh, that's fabulous play. The flag stays down. And what a superb goal. Well, you can see they're relaxed. Koo Ja-cheol helps himself to a 4th goal of the tournament. And it's 2-0. On 9 minutes. I mentioned rain. Maybe I should have been talking about floodgates. They appear to have opened.
It's too easy, but you know, the defense, they don't mark strikers. It's free space on the right side. It's in the middle. It's 2-0 after 9 minutes, and it's against the game plan of Bob Horton. He criticized his team because after playing Bahrain, and it was 1-1, a great effort, the first goal, a fantastic goal, and then his team was running forward all the time, and they received counter-attacks. That's lack of experience.
A little rush of blood to the head from India, even though when it was 4-2 and they had Fauzi Aish sent off Bahrain, we had just a feeling if India could have got that 3rd goal, they really might have produced something spectacular, but it didn't happen, of course. Ismail Abdul-Latif helped himself to goal number 4. He's been joined atop the scoring charts at this 15th Asian Cup by Koo Ja-cheol, who plays for Jeju United in the K-League, but I wonder for how much longer.
Yeah, he won't play long, because it's so good even for the coach to have a team, players playing in Manchester United, in Bolton Wanderers, AS Monaco or Freiburg or Hamburg, and you can put young talents from a very, very attractive K-League to this team, and that's why they have a good team here. And I said it on the first day, they can reach a final in this Asian Cup. Another, you're completely outplayed.
Well, I've got to say, the number 10, Ji Dong-won, that header was just laced with class. He's just 19 years of age.
A penalty!
Well, he has given a penalty. Well, it looked as though play was just running out. Chetri goes and picks up the ball. And it's Kwak Tae-hui again, who's just jumped over the top of Chetri.
Yeah, and the referee's decision is right. He's smiling, Chetri.
Well, it's the 2nd penalty given away by Korea Republic, the 2nd penalty given away by the number 5, Kwak Tae-hui. This time, he stays on the pitch, and perhaps Chetri will equalise for India against Korea Republic, or rather, pull it back to 2-1, of course. Chetri does so. India are on the score sheet. And with 12 minutes gone, we've had 3 goals. That was perhaps invisible, but we weren't expecting one for India. It's 2-1. Chetri, who plays his football for the Kansas City Wizards in the MLS. Not that he's actually played as of yet. He impressed in pre-season and then was rather reluctantly given leave to come and play the Asian Cup. Sunil Chetri with his second goal of the tournament. And again, Bernd, every goal is so important for this India side.
Absolutely. You know, they are going to win at least 1 point, but we say it at the beginning of this tournament. I believe it's impossible to take a point from such teams like Bahrain or South Korea or Australia. It's impossible. But they have already scored 3 goals, and it gives so much confidence. It's so good for Indian football. Indian football is growing.
There's Chetri again. Gets it wide. Steven Diaz. Now the cross in. It's going to take a bounce. No problem though for Jung Sung Ryong.
And they are going to run next year a full professional I-League. It will be very interesting. They are 4 years playing in a league in India. It's not so popular, but they are running an I-League next year, 2012.
Here is Park Ji-sung. Thinks about the cross, gets it back out towards Lee Young-rae. Ki Sung-yong, well, that's a lovely pass. Young-pyo. Oh, no, says the linesman. Has a good look at it. Subrata Pal, who has been the outstanding player, along with Sunil Chetri in this India side. The keeper has certainly been the busiest player. Chaudhary. Well, number 5 for Korea Republic, Park Tae-hui, was only in the side after he was sent off in that first match. He's returned to replace Lee Jung-soo, who I suspect is not playing because he's got a yellow card. Well, that looked offside. It looked well offside. The pass for Park Ji-sung was behind him from Ji Dong-won.
But a referee should see that.
It was
It's at least
offside.
2 meters.
Lee Young-rae gets it wide to Chaudhary. Lee Chung-yong. Lee Chung-yong goes past. Back, ball to the back post. And they're still coming. Here's Lee Young-pyo, who tries to bend one. The former PSV, Tottenham, Borussia Dortmund man now plays his football in Saudi Arabia with Al Hilal. Scored 5 goals for the national side, and all his time in Europe from 2002 to 2009 in that one season with Borussia Dortmund. He scored just 1 goal. The Korea Republic left back and long-time captain, 5 with the national side. Doesn't get many. Free kick for India then. Nabi decides to leave it for the dead ball specialist Steven Diaz, who's sitting on a yellow card. Dead ball specialist in the absence of Renedy Singh, the number 8, who had a hand in their first goal against Bahrain. The referee wants Lee Chung-yong back the full 10 yards. In it comes, it's bending around. No problem again for Jung Sung Ryong. But we're not seeing too much urgency from Korea Republic. They're not really taking this one that seriously, I don't think.
They use it today as a training session, but they take it serious. They let the ball run. There are a lot of combination. And
is it easier for players when the pressure's off like this, when they're playing what is clearly a second string opposition or opponent in a big tournament like this? I mentioned they're 25th in Asia. They're the only side outside the top 16 of the 16 sides here. We've got 15 of the best in Asia. And it's India who are making up the numbers at the expense probably of Oman, thanks to this AFC Challenge Cup. What are your thoughts on that? We've heard plenty of things about it, as here we go again with Ji Dong-won down the left-hand side. He's got Kujachol to aim for. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Picking out the header of Lee Yong-rae.
Players have a feeling for the situation, and they know there is no doubt today to beat India. A coach, he can speak, don't underestimate India, we have to score goals, we have to do something, but they are absolutely sure they win the game. They are confident. There are a lot of international football players playing Champions League or Europe League players, and that's why I think there is absolutely no doubt. They use it as a training session. It's important not to receive yellow cards or to risk an injury, and then everything will be smoothly today.
Lee Yong-pyo for Ki Sung-young. Number 16, so impressive. He's another youngster, just 21 years of age. He played at the World Cup, of course. That holding role in front of the defence, where he just sort of trots about, looking for the ball, looking to turn, get it out, switch sides, move the play around. As Hwang Jae-won looks for Charduri, intercepted by Nabi. And his opposite number, the 22 for Korea Republic, manages to hair back and get in front and then draw the free kick.
Even Korea Republic players are compared to the European standard, not the tallest and strongest physical players. They are mobile, they are very, very fast, but compared to India, they look very strong.
The flick on for Lee Chung-yong. First time back into Kujachol. Well, he is everywhere, and that attacking trio, if I exclude the ever-present and tireless Park Ji-sung, the captain, who's 29 years of age, Lee Chung-yong, 22, Kujachol, 21, Ji Dong-won, 19. Certainly the future for the Taegak Warriors, in an attacking sense at least, appears very secure. Lee Yong-rae chips it outside for Ki Sung-young. Comes in onto the left, still going. Can he make the angle for the shot? He looks to chip it to the back post. Oh, that's a terrible defensive header. In the end, Pradeep manages to bring it away. Pressure coming though from Park Ji-sung, and they've won it back quickly. What do you think is the key to Korea Republic's success, Bernd? They've qualified for 7 World Cups in a row. We're seeing the latest generation here merging seamlessly with the players that have played, like Charduri at 3 World Cups already, Park Ji-sung, Lee Yong-pyo. But these youngsters just seem to keep on coming. We can't really call it a golden generation because they're here every tournament. They're always at World Cups and they're always producing good young players, more and more in Europe as well.
First step was to create a very, very attractive K-League. When K-League was coming, the whole structure changed in Korea Republic.
As Ji Dong-won just misses out on the header again, but again the clearance only as far as Lee Yong-pyo. Back in again the header away. Well, they're going to lay siege now to the Indian penalty box. Charduri's got the corner.
On this base of a very attractive K-League, they are able to form an attractive national team. Later on, Gus Hiddink put his signs on this team. He was a hero 2002 during the World Cup, and he prepared a team with one-touch football, attractive football.
Ki Sung-young, the header, cleared off the line. Kwak Tae-hui, well, I'm sure he'd love to get a goal just to put all this penalty misery behind him. It doesn't come on that occasion. Cleared off the line by Sukumar Singh, the number 17 for India, the right back.
Great corner, yeah.
Again though, a free header. That looked like a hand from Abhishek Yadav, the big number 9.
Yeah, and from this time Gus Hiddink put his ideas to the Korea Republic national team. It's becoming better and better and better, and they play attractive football, and now players are everywhere. And if you have one player like Park Jin-sung in Manchester United, such a guy, okay, other clubs are looking to Korea Republic to find players, to sign them up. And this shining talent from Bolton Wanderers will be the next one of the great players.
Koo-ja-cheol. That's it wide to Park Ji-sung. Oh, lovely little step over the cutback for Koo-ja-cheol. First touch wasn't bad. He still managed to hold on to possession. What a pass for Ji Dong-won. That's number 3. And you just see they are really enjoying themselves now. They're going to play.
The preparation of Park Jin-sung, how easily he put this nicely pass to his friend, and he was cool enough with a nice finish.
And it's those two again. Park Ji-sung with the ball inside to Koo-ja-cheol, and what a lovely pass. Just splitting them.
He splitted 3 defenders. Fantastic finish.
3-1. 24 minutes gone, just over the midway point of this first half. Bernd, we were talking about it before the match. I said I suspected 5. You said more like 6 or 7.
Yeah, 6. Because, you know, this Korea Republic team, they know another one-touch football. They are coming over the wings, and it's unbelievable. Now Park Jin-sung, he's on the right side, he's on the left side, he's in the middle, he's everywhere. What a professional player. And Alex Ferguson, he loves him so much. And you know, he is not only a star here, he's an international star in Europe as well. I saw him play in the Champions League final 2009 in Roma versus Barcelona, and he was in the starting lineup, a player from Korea, you know. It means who plays in the starting lineup a Champions League final for Manchester United. Such a guy must have quality, and the supporters love him.
And he also has a winner's medal from the year before as well in Moscow.
Yeah,
where they defeated Chelsea on penalties.
He's such a highly respected player, and it's a pity that he has decided not to play any more tournaments, his last one.
Tae-hui giving the foul away on Sunil Chetri. Now Pradeep has a bit of a reputation in the I-League for scoring long-range goals, the number 7 for India. Abhishek Yadav would appear to want it at the back post. Stephen Diaz is there as well. Nabi runs away, so it's between the number 7. It is Pradeep. Well struck as well. But straight down the middle at Jung Sung Ryong, who hasn't had too much to do. He's picked the ball out of his net once from Sunil Chetri's penalty. After just 12 minutes. Otherwise, just a couple of easy long-range shots. Lee Yong-rae. Ki Sung-yong. And now Chowdhury charging down this right-hand flank again. The Celtic man, it's a good ball. Subrata Pal manages to drag it down. The Indian keeper who's represented his country at every youth level. He's well and truly got the number 1 shirt with the national side as well.
He had an amazing performance against Australia. Magnificent saves in his first match. Second match was only average, a couple of mistakes.
Yeah, a couple of mistakes that cost early goals as well for India against Bahrain. Chowdhury for Lee Chung-yong. Ki Sung-yong again, here they come again, it's a lovely pass, this time the flag's up for offside. Ji Dong-won will have to wait a little bit longer this time before he gets his hat-trick, the Iranian linesman. Let's have a look.
Yeah. Oof. One arm, a little bit off his arm.
A little finger just in an offside position. It was close, wasn't it?
Fantastic killer pass again from Park Jin-sung. There are not so many players in this tournament who can play this killer pass. He did it every single match till now.
It's just good to see Korea Republic enjoying their football as well. They're trying to play lovely little combinations, one-touch play. It's from confidence. It'd be great to see them try and play this way against the likes of Australia or Japan or even Iran, should they meet them in the next round, or whoever their opponents are to be.
You know, similar China, they had a couple of exciting players in their team, but
as we see the goal again, fabulous pass and lovely finish.
and if you put Park Yin-sung and another or two Chadurin in this team, it will be completely another team, because China youngsters, they are here for testing. But if you have leadership from this kind of players, you have another quality and another standard in your team. Even experience of Korea Republic to prepare a tournament, to have nutrition, to prepare your team for the next competition, to be fresh. There's so much experience, and India, you know, they look very tired now, and even the motivation drops down.
Well, it's an uphill task. It was always going to be for them at this tournament. They held themselves. They played with such pride and character against Australia. It was a little bit more difficult already against Bahrain. And we'll see just how strong they are mentally in the second half here against Korea Republic, because they're going to play an awful lot of football without a football. They're going to be chasing red shirts around. Ji-sung, again, a switch of play. Lee Young-pyo, ball back in. Oof! Very nearly handball. Penalty against Guramengi in the end, a corner. No penalty. Taken short. The offside trap stepping out. The shot deflected from Lee Young-pyo.
You never see long, high balls from Korea Republic. They keep the ball on the ground. They are passing one-touch football. It's amazing to see, even if India makes it very, very easy.
Another little 1-2. Park Ji-sung, always one touch. Fabulous play. Here they come again. They'll need that ball to the back post. And it doesn't make it that far. But immediately, Lee Young-rae is there trying to win it back. The number 16, Ki Sung-young, does just that. Chadurin now for Lee Chung-yong. Ki Sung-young. Lee Young-pyo again, wide. Kept in play. Kujia gets it wide down the left, 2 to aim for. This time it is deeper towards Ji Dong-won. Free kick. It looks as though Kujia likes the look of it. Ki Sung-young as well. He's the man that won the free kick. What sort of things as a coach can you take away from a game like this, Bernd? If you were Cho Kwang-rae, would you try and put this result behind you immediately for the players and say, look, that was great, well done, let's move on?
You have to analyze football. You have to tell your players what's wrong with us, what's the gap, what's the difference. But you know, this is so huge.
As it is, Kujia who tries it, always rising.
Australian coach, I would tell my players, don't let Korea Republic play. If you let them play, they can create a lot of trouble. And India let them play, and that's why we have they scored 3 goals till now. It will be interesting to see how they perform with tough defenders, with compact. Sorry to speak Russian, Robbie, because I'm coaching a Russian, Belarusian national team.
Against strong defenders, and compact defenses as well. 2 lines, not much space.
But they like football. They are a playing team.
Well, without getting carried away, they are playing a Barcelona-esque style of football. It's one-touch football. Everything's relative, of course, because Barcelona play that way against the best in the world. Korea Republic are playing the same way. One touch, doubling passes, running down the wings, balls inside, little 1-2s.
Even Barcelona, they are playing 600 successful passes during a game. India will reach at least 200. That's a big, big difference. And, you know, even these countries, Korea, China, Japan, they are studying Barcelona, how they play. They do everything. They take tapes, they have analyzers, and they try to do the same. It's successful football, and you can see this kind of football Korea is playing. It's attractive to watch. But even if you let them play, they can do what they want.
Whereas the thing with Barcelona is, it's very hard to stop them doing what they want.
We say they hide the ball. You are looking for the ball and you will never find it. Yeah, we had a friendly match with Belarus straight before the World Cup against Korea Republic, and we beat them 1-0, a little bit lucky in Austria, but I was impressed how they played football.
Now the ball wide for Lee Chong-yong. Another little 1-2 with Koo Ja-cheol. The early ball towards Ji Dong-won. Back post. Park Ji-sung can't get there. Lee Yong-pyo is there. Now the chip back. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Fabulous control. What's the linesman decides it's a corner. Well, Lee Chung-yong, the way he brought that ball down, just got away from him. Lee Sung-yeon floating. Oh, the mistake. And surely this time, oh, saved on the line. Oh, and again, still, oh, a 3rd time off the line. Ji Dong-won denied 3 times by saves off the line. Well, he just doesn't seem able to get that hat-trick. I'm sure he will have other opportunities. Now, he's offside there, play continues. And this time, Subrata Pal gets his hands on it. Have a look at this.
Yeah, 3 times there was not another possibility to pass the ball. He had to do it alone.
Denied 3 times on the goal line. Ji Dong-won. A mistake that time from Subrata Pal, but he got away with it. Lee Sung-yeon wide for Chowdhury. Again, the ball is a good one. He'll get it straight back. Chowdhury again. Oof. Nervy defending from Deepak. Now Sunil Chetri. He hasn't seen much of the ball, has he, the little number 11?
He was very lonely there, very alone. But it's not a bad player, you know, but very, very short, and I think I've heard he attracted Purse Glory, former coach David Mitchell, and he was looking for him.
Oh, he's off in the MLS in the United States of America. Zoukouma. the Indian fans who are still coming into the ground, getting behind their side. I think the last time they had the ball, good, it's been an awful long time. Here goes Park Ji-sung. I can't wait to see the possession statistics at half-time. Now, Kuja-cheol. Kuja-cheol still going. That's fabulous play again. Ji Dong-won can't add the finishing touch. We've just heard that Australia have scored against Bahrain. There's Ki Sung-yueng, with 8 minutes to go in this first half, gets the cross in towards Ji Dong-won. Good challenge from Deepak. Chaudhuri takes it quickly. Lee Chung-yong. So Australia, as the flag stays down again, Ji Dong-won, all the time in the world to look up. Lays it back out. Lovely play again, little chip inside, there's nobody there though. There will be now Ki Sung-yueng, who's taken a head on the face as well. He's holding his lips, even nose.
Even now, after 35 minutes, the Indians are looking very, very tired. They cannot move anymore. 3 matches in such a short time. Maybe too much. And can you imagine, South Korean coach brings 3 new fresh legs players in the second half.
Well, that goal to Australia against Bahrain. A draw, enough to see Australia through to the quarterfinals. What it means for Korea Republic, though. Australia and Korea Republic now, as it stands, have 7 points. Australia with a goal difference of +5, and Korea with the goal difference at the moment of +3. So Korea Republic, if they want first place, will still have some scoring to do. That could mean a match-up with Australia as soon as the quarterfinals, or rather with Iraq. Iran through in top spot in the group, of course. Australia will play, if they finish first, second place in Iran's group. That, of course, to be decided tomorrow in the final 2 group matches. What do you think, Bert? We always say, it doesn't matter what the draws are, you don't decide who you're going to play. There's no point thinking about, as we see that possession, 68% to 32. And that is entirely how we've seen the game as well. Just think, you have to play everyone if you want to go all the way to the final. If you want to win it, you're going to play the best sides. It is perhaps a shame to have a big match-up, Australia versus Iran, or potentially for Korea Republic, Korea DPR. But I mean, eventually you're going to have to play everyone, aren't you?
I think many coaches, they let their best team play. There are not too many changes, because if you are sure you will make the next round and you bring a second 11 or you bring a reserve team, you show your team, you know, I have the best players and these are the second best players. It's not very good for team spirit. It's my opinion. It's much better to change 2, 3, 4 players or to substitute them, and I believe Korea Republic coach, he will do it in the second half. He will save some players, he will bring fresh legs, because the job is done, there is no doubt.
They still play some lovely football, Korea Republic. They come forward so easily. They're making light work of this Indian challenge at the moment. Oof. There's Ki Sung-yueng's back heel. Almost found its mark in the run of Lee Chung-yong. Lee Yong-pyo. Ki Sung-yong again, Park Ji-sung again, one-touch play. Kuja-cheol for Park Ji-sung. Chip back in. Oh, and Ji Dong-won just went without it again. Working quickly towards the front post, bounces up off the boot, all the studs of Kujachol. Chetri again, a rather soft free kick, but we won't begrudge them too much that. And the flag was up for offside at any rate against Sunil Chetri, I think, before he tried to control that ball.
The Indians are qualified because of winning the Challenge Cup 2008 in Delhi. They won the final against Turkmenistan 4-1.
Ball to the back post, Chaduri. Back out only as far as Nabi. We'll come back to how they got here.
But there was no qualification for that team. And you know, they played in one group with Turkmenistan, Tajikistan and Afghanistan. And this is such a big difference.
As here goes Ji Dong-won, the cutback, that's well played. Oh, beautifully left, and now the shot. Well, it's lovely football. It's a joy to watch. It brings a smile to your face when you're just watching it. But again, no goal. Well, that's right. They won that final 4-1, didn't they?
Yeah.
Chetri scoring a hat-trick.
You know, even if you have Turkmenistan here or Tajikistan or even Afghanistan, these are countries, they face other problems. Football is not the most important thing. And even India, you know, in 1 month, the World Cup cricket starting, you know, starts in 1 month. And I believe it's good to have some pages in the newspapers because they scored goals and they are attending Asian Games in football. That's a big progress, big success for this country.
There's the free kick, the header away by Hwang Jae-won. Lee Chung-yong for Park Ji-sung. Ji Dong-won was just drifting out onto the left-hand side, the number 10 for Korea Republic. Oh, it's a great pass again. Lee Jong-won with the shot blocked. Can't get back onto it. Park Ji-sung was lurking around the penalty spot. Ki Sung-yong, no free kick that time. Forward towards Sunil Chetri. Kwak Tae-hui with the header, and now Chaduri over the top. Again, Ji Dong-won gives chase, as does Lee Chung-yong, who's won it back and decides against the corner. He keeps it in play. Park Ji-sung left it. 1 minute of stoppage time. Held up by our fourth official from Uzbekistan, Valentin Kovalenko.
Bob Horton said it's the hardest coaching job in his life to coach this Indian side. If you see them play, I believe he's absolutely true. It's very, very difficult to bring such a team to the next level.
There's 30 seconds left, perhaps a chance for Korea Republic to add a fourth goal. The defenders have come forward. Key's ball in, is a good one, the header! Brilliantly saved, again it was Kwak Tae-hui, the man that gave away the penalty. Well, I'm sure he's very keen on just setting that record straight by getting a goal for himself. That's a great pass again, look at the pace. As Ji Dong-won looks to get down that side, it's half-time at Al Gharafa Stadium, where Korea Republic lead India by 3-1. Ji Dong-won getting a double, Kujachol getting his fourth of the tournament so far, and a penalty to Sunil Chetri, his second of the tournament on 12 minutes. The reply for India. Well, Subrata Pal, he's been the busier of the two keepers, largely. He's been helped out by his defenders as well, because we had that fantastic sequence where Ji Dong-won was denied 3 times on the goal line. Korea have played some nice football. It is just really a glorified training session for them, though, isn't it?
It's not more. And Subrato is outstanding player of the Indian team. If he is not, if he has not such saves as he did today, it would be a disaster for the Indian team. And Korea takes it easy as a training session. They play one-touch football. It looks very, very easy, very light, and they will score, I think, definitely more goals.
Well, half-time at Al Gharafa, 3-1 in favour of Korea Republic. It's 1-0 to Australia in the other match against Bahrain. So the two big guns from this group, Australia and Korea Republic, looking like going through. And for the moment, it will be Australia in first place, Korea in second place. And they will play the quarter-final against Iran, Korea Republic, unless they get another 3 or 4 goals in the second half. It was Ji Dong-won that opened the scoring, burnt that after just 6 minutes of play, and another one followed immediately after, and we thought this could be a massive scoreline. That header back across the face of goal. Fabulous header from Ji Dong-won, and a neat little finish as well from Koo Ja-cheol. Here it is again, look at this 1-2.
And it's not offside.
Brilliantly played. They are playing like they're relaxed, and that's the key. Chetri with the reply for India. Look how the players on the bench enjoyed that as well. That's good to see, that sort of enthusiasm. They're here. It can't do more harm than good a tournament like this, even if you concede 12 goals in your 3 matches, because you see the enthusiasm of the players to play against their heroes, the likes of Park Ji-sung, and the heroes of tomorrow as well, like this boy, Ji Dong-won, who has got a whole lot of class about him.
All of them will take a lot of enthusiasm, especially the Indians from this tournament, to bring it home to their country. Not only players, officials, all of them. And they are living together with Australia and with Korea Republic in one hotel. They took pictures with their favorite stars, Park Ji-sung, and Tim Cahill came, and he congratulated personally every single player of India for their good performance against Bahrain. It's good to hear such things. Brings football together, brings football to the world, even to India, and that's why we respect even the poor performance of the Indians. There are reasons.
There are some more reasons. 17 shots on target in one half of football. Well, talk about one-way traffic. 3 shots all the same for India. 3 goals to 1, possession well and truly. And good to see no yellow cards. We have had an injury to Renedy Singh, but I think that was more of his own doing. Tackles 35 for India, Korea just 15.
They don't need tackles today.
Just have to stay out of trouble. 11 saves already from Subrato. Well, that's the first half. Second half coming right up. Stay with us.
It's time for an optimal human body. Augmented reality and navigation services with a large display. A full red browsing experience. UV solutions wherever and whenever you go. And a complete communication solution. Perfect. And sound. More possibilities on the go. Samsung Galaxy 10.
With intelligent driving mode, I can create perfect images easily. 3D with intelligence. Click D for Leonardo.
Welcome back to the Al Gharafa Stadium, where Korea are leading India by 3-1. We've seen a gentle match of football in the opening 45 minutes. Some lovely football, particularly from Korea Republic. They've been knocking the ball around, stroking it around confidently. Doesn't look like we have any changes so far. In fact, we will have changes for Korea Republic. They're preparing to bring on Choi Hyo-jin for his first appearance of the tournament. And Song Heng-min, who did not play the last game, and was another player, Burnt, who was a second-half substitute, only to be then dragged off in their opening match against Bahrain, but that was a tactical one with the red card to Kwak Tae-hui. The substitute, number 11, was immediately dragged off so that Cho Young-hyun could come into the game.
He will get another chance today.
And it's Cha Du-ri, the right back, who's making way, just being rested quite obviously. And it's another youngster, just 18 years of age, Song Hung-min. And we have a listen in their huddle now. So 2 changes for Korea Republic. Second player to be replaced is Ki Sung-yong, the number 16, the boy from Brisbane, who's made way from central midfield. So immediately it's the 18-year-old substitute to the front foot. Abhishek. And India so quickly closed down again. Lee Young-kyo to Koo Jia-chol, who's playing a little bit deeper now, it would appear, in midfield, the number 13. That's well played by Gurumangi Singh, number 19 for India.
It's interesting to see that Korean coach did not substitute Park Yin-sung. And I believe he has reasons. I expected a little bit to save him for the upcoming matches, but he needs Park Yin-sung to lead such youngsters. 20 years old, 18 years old, and that's why he will stay as long as he can on his pitch. But I believe he will change him later.
Park Ji-sung, he's an idol for these young players. So full of running, he's absolutely tireless out there. Well, Bernd, you mentioned that you defeated Korea Republic 1-0 with Belarus just before the World Cup in Austria. You also went and played there, didn't you, with the Iraqi national side?
Yeah, we played in Seoul and we lost 1-0 in front of 60,000. And I was impressed because every single training session we had, students are around and they are recording our training sessions, and they showed me later on their computers what they did. They are amazed by football, they love football, and the most important thing, they want to learn from everybody, even from Iran.
Park Ji-sung for Koo Jia-chol. That's a lovely pass again. Lee Young-kyo. Oh, surely that could have been. Now, this time, the shot wide of the mark from Lee Chung-yong. He has a wry smile to himself. And he just opened the foot a little bit too far to try and avoid the lunging tackle from Deepak. Well, they are great students of the game. They have developed a footballing culture. We talked about perhaps that absence of a footballing culture in China. They're so desperate to learn, to turn it around and get success at international level. China, perhaps they should take a leaf out of Korea Republic's book. Well, it's taken time for Korea Republic as well.
But you need a professional Premier League. if you have no quality there, you cannot hope that all foreign-based players can be a good national team. You need a strong league, and K-League is one of the best in Asia. You know, they won last 2 Champions Leagues.
Along with the likes of J-League, perhaps, in Japan. The Chinese, they have a strong league, but of course they've had all those stories of corruption in the federation over the last couple of years, as here is the substitute, Song Heung-min. Park Ji-sung, flag up for offside again against the number 11 for the second time in quick succession in this second half. Just 18 years of age. We talked about him in the first match, Bernd, against Bahrain, because he's the youngest ever player for Hamburg to score in the Bundesliga, which he did earlier this year in October when he scored against Cologne.
I saw him a couple of times playing for Hamburg, and he's so young, but it's difficult. There is Jan van Nistelrooy is playing in this team, and he has a lot of time still. You see this lovely touch nicely from Park. With one touch.
Just skipped away on this wet surface. Well, he's played 7 times and he scored 3 goals in the Bundesliga, so it's not a bad return for your first season with the first team. He was missing a little bit with a foot injury as well. Here he is again. He's got options on the right, Park Ji-sung. He's got Lee Chung-yong outside him, the overlapping run from the other substitute. Oh, it just rather fortuitously comes off the foot of Deepak and falls kindly. Lee Yong-rae. Lee Yong-pyo. Good challenge from Abhishek Yadav. But once again, after an enterprising start to this second half from India, nearly 6 minutes gone, they've had more of the ball than they had in almost the entire first half. Yet to put any real pressure, though, on Jung-Seung Ryong's goal as Korea cut them open again. The cut back. Oof. And again, Ji Dong-won throwing himself at the ball at the front post.
India, they keep still 2 players up front, 2 strikers. They don't change their system, and that's why Korea Republic has so much space to play combinational football, to go over the wings. The middle is free.
Pal just being given a little hurry up from the referee, Al Ghamdi of Saudi Arabia. Abhishek with the flick on. No chance for Sunil Chetri. Poor touch that time from Sukumar Singh, but he wins it back, the number 17 for India. Almost gets through. Now Kuja Chol for Park Ji-sung. Comes inside, lovely play from Park Ji-sung, still going. Oh, he just couldn't get it wide. Lee Chung-yong. Choi Hyo-jin back inside for Park Ji-sung. He is everywhere. Just runs the show for Korea Republic. Pyo. That's a good ball. Flag up for offside. There's Ji Dong-won. Just skews the ball ever so closely across the face of goal.
But
offside.
Such a good movement from the striker. Was
running off the shoulder, coming in behind. Cho Kweng-rae, the coach of Korea Republic, sitting in the dugout, trying to stay dry. He replaced Hu Jung-moo, of course, who stepped down after the World Cup. Finished his playing career, actually, Cho Kweng-rae, with a gold medal at the Asian Games in 1986, as here goes the number 11, Song Heung-min. Ji-sung Park to the back post. It's a good ball, nodded down by Lee Chung-yong. And Choi Hyo-jin. His cross is blocked. by Nabi. Here he comes again, the number 2, on at the half-time break, and he's fouled. So we will have another free kick. Nabi just pushing off the number 2, Choi Hyo-jin, earning just his 10th cap with the national team. Of course, fans of the Asian Champions League will remember him from the 2007 Champions League winning run of the Pohang Steelers. A free kick. The left foot of Lee Young-rae. Referee wants the players just to stay apart long enough for the free kick to be taken. When it comes, oof, he's going for the top corner himself, and it's a good stop from Subrata Pal. Park Ji-sung, who played, of course, with the man that took that throw-in, Lee Young-pyo at PSV Eindhoven. Before Park Ji-sung headed for Manchester United, Lee Young-pyo for Tottenham Hotspur. It's a time for a change for India. We had a change after just 5 minutes, of course, when Deepak replaced Renedy Singh. And once again, for the 3rd time in 3 matches, it's Pradeep, or Nadu Parampil Papachan Pradeep, to give you the full name of the number 7, who makes way, replaced by the number 16, Meira Judin Wadu. Meira Judin into the game. He's been a substitute in the second half in the first 2 matches as well. Flick on towards Sunil Chetri, and all the way through to Jung Sung-ryong, who is a current AFC Champions League winner with Seongnam. Good tackle from Chetri. Referee allows play to continue. First touch for the substitute. Meira gets it wide. India holding onto the ball. Good switch of play. Bob Houghton will appreciate all those little things. Just a good pass like that when they manage to open up the play. They haven't got it for long though. Lovely touch from Park Ji-sung. Here goes Son Heung-min. Trying to take on 2 defenders. Puja Chol gets it back with number 13. Now Lee Young-pyo. Park Ji-sung still has a way to go to reach Lee Young-pyo's tally of international caps. He's earning number 1, 2, 3 this evening. Well, Park Ji-sung will be looking to hit number 100 in the final, if they make it that far, of course. Jung Sung-ryong long towards Son Heung-min.
It's good to see the Indian fans, supporters, are filling the stadium more and more now in the second half, are enthusiastic supporting their team. That's always good news for a national team, to have such a good support.
We've got lots of school children here as well. As here goes Choi. Choi still going onto the left foot, back out. Lee now towards the back post. Son, the nod down to Ji Dong-won, and now Lee Young-pyo. Ball back in. Again, it almost, oh, that's a worried clearance. Subrata Pal comes for it. No back pass, of course. Entirely unintentional from Nabi.
It's similar, the match from Australia against India, second half. It slows down. Players know they have another important match to play in 4 days and they need rest. And
there we see the coach giving instructions, the assistant coach to Park Ji-sung. Well, that's what you said, isn't it, Byrne, in the first half? You still have to analyse everything. Park Ji-sung will then transmit that message to the rest of his teammates and, in theory, be listened to as well, because he's the captain, because he plays for Manchester United, because he's approaching 100 caps.
And they need him even in such a match. But, you know, he had so many matches in the Premier League. And I can imagine, after playing for Manchester United, coming to this tournament, it's very, very tough. And Man United is playing for the Premiership now. And that's very, very difficult, even for Park, to play this tournament between the Premier League matches.
Well, we've got a few Premier League players here as well. The Bundesliga's back underway as well for our German-based players here. Again, clearance from Sukuma.
German coaches are working even in Japan, and we have now 5 or 6 Japanese players playing Bundesliga. Very attractive Japanese players. Korea Republic players join Bundesliga. Good characters, well-educated boys.
Charduri is German-born, isn't he, the right back?
Yeah,
His father was a player.
Father, a famous player at Bayer Leverkusen, and he brought his son to Bayer Leverkusen. And now he's playing Celtic Glasgow.
Park Ji-sung hits it, not sweetly. Now the chance. Oh!
Great reaction.
Well, Son Heung-min will have to wait a little bit longer for his first international goal.
Good reaction with his right foot.
Taken short, Kuja Chol towards the back post. Plenty of blue shirts there. The header is not away. Bob Houghton just watching on, would love those to be cleared first time. Kwak Tae-hui towards the back post. Lee Chung-yong will keep it in play. As always, the support is coming. And this chance. I mentioned he scored his first Bundesliga goal, because Park Ji-sung not happy with his own shot. It almost was an assist pass for his young compatriot, Son Heung-min. As I mentioned, just one international cap to his name so far, Son Heung-min, the Hamburg striker. The youngest player in the squad. And looking for that first international goal. Kuja Chol showing that he can also play that deep-lying midfield role, not just the one in behind the strikers, which has brought him his 4 goals in the tournament so far. Wang Jae-won forward. That's under hit from Kuja Chol. Guess who's there, as always? Park Ji-sung slipping it inside towards Son Heung-min. Oh, a touch from Ji Dong-won. He was looking for Park Ji-sung. They don't have much efficiency in front of goal in this match, Korea Republic, but I don't think they're looking for that killer instinct, are they? They're just feeling they're going to enjoy themselves. If the goals come, they come, but it's not crucial that they score now.
They are not going for fighting, to do more, to play more balls in the box. They are just trying to find a combinational way to play. Passes on the ground, one-touch football
like this.
And
oh, surely this time bounce off the post.
Yes, he is laughing because he should at least score this goal.
Son Heung-min, he's been denied by the right foot of Subrata Pal. This time he's denied by the woodwork. Well, it's It's not the most glaring miss of all time, but it was, well, still a glaring miss. Ball to the back post. Subrata-Pal's punch is not good. Cleared off the line again, that time to deny Hwang Jae-won. Back in again. That one just over Ji Dong-won. And the flag was up for offside at any rate.
But with high balls, it's very, very difficult even to beat the Indians. They have I don't know what he's explaining his teammates. You see, they have a very relaxed spirit now. In the air, it's very, very difficult to beat even India. Goramangi, number 5, is a very good header, and he was named, awarded 2 weeks ago as a player of the year in India. And can you imagine? And he scored the first goal against Bahrain. What an achievement. Player of the year and the first goal after 47 years for India.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Setting those milestones. You can't get anywhere unless you take the first step, and that's what India are back here trying to do. Runners-up, of course, in their very first Asian Cup in 1964. Then there was no knockout stage, it was just a round-robin event. They defeated Korea Republic, incidentally, by 2-0. Lee Yong-pyo. Oh, left, and now Choi trying to get on the end of it. Surely a free kick. And it is. Oh, we might even see a booking, I think. Well, that could be a bit rough. It's Nabi. He's going to get the yellow card. There wasn't too much in it.
Sometimes I cannot understand referees. There is no reason to book a player for such a foul now. Everything is clear, and there is...
You're a coach, Bernd. You're not meant to understand referees.
Even a referee, if he gives for such a touch a yellow card, what will he do in a big fight? Subrato, yeah, he comes back to old strengths from his first match against Australia. He had magnificent saves.
Brilliant free kick as well from Lee Yong-rae. That was just heading inside that post. It's a very good stop from Subrata-Pal. The ball back in, the header from Kwak Tae-hui. Sunil Chetri trying to hit it as far as long as he can. But it's going to come straight back again. No offside flag. The chip towards the back post. Lovely touch back, the shot still bouncing around in there. And now back out to the free kick taker, Lee Yong-rae. We've got 2 Indian players down, and the referee has decided to call a quick halt to proceedings, and let's hope that's not too serious. He's immediately called for the medical staff as well. As we see Korea Republic, how close they've come to scoring in this second half. Once the woodwork, once the defender, and once the keeper, Subrata-Pal. 14 saves in the match so far. I'd love to see the shots on target as well. It will be ever climbing. Abhishek Yadav, he's been doing a lot of work up front. He's the target man. He comes back to defend as well. But he's trying to get those flick-ons for Sunil Chetri. Not having much luck so far. Well, but the quarter-final this so far, as we see just how those 2 players got injured. They're both back to their feet, and rather curiously haven't been asked to leave the field either, which normally is the case when players receive treatment from the medical staff. Uzbekistan take on Jordan, that we know, in the first quarter-final day, Friday the 21st of January. Japan take on the host nation Qatar, who have lost the right to play at their Khalifa Stadium, the biggest stadium at this event, and their home ground in the first 3 matches because they finished second in their group behind Uzbekistan. So Uzbekistan, Jordan, Japan, Qatar. Today we'll have 2 more, and we'll have qualified for the quarterfinals and 1 quarterfinal as well, because Iran have already secured top spot in Group D. They will play second place in Group C, which looks for the moment, and looks ever more likely to be Korea Republic. And hence we will have no Korea Republic versus Korea DPR in the quarterfinals. Park Ji-sung with the ball in, unmarked. Son Heung-min climbing. And he still looks a bit of a raw talent, doesn't he, Byrne? He's making the right runs, but he's not doing what he should be doing in front of goal so far.
18 years, and he's not the tallest. He's a short guy, but extremely fast and a good view. He is always looking for a final pass, for good dribbling.
Well, we're sure his moment will come. The header from Hwang Jae-won. That's a rarity. Park Ji-sung giving the ball away. It's won back by Koo Ja-cheol. Lee Young-pyo. Park Ji-sung again. Good defense once again from Meira Judin Wadu. Son Heung-min again.
Difficult for the goalkeeper of Korea Republic. He has absolutely nothing to do. India is not anymore able to play a counter-attack or to win the ball, to play a couple of only combination. They are only kicking the ball away from their defense.
And again, it doesn't even get to Sunil Chetri that time. Koo Ja-cheol just skips away. Ji Dong-won. Choi Hyo-jin's ball. A return pass, just a little heavy. He'll take the throw though, the 27-year-old. Ball in with the left foot. Oof! It's another good stop from Subrata Pal. It was Guramangi Singh with the slip that almost caught out his own keeper. Left, lovely little 1-2. The chance now, surely. Oh, and Ji Dong-won's put it wide.
Amazing combination of football. Amazing how they play.
Great save as well from Subrata Pal, but what was to follow was even better from Korea Republic. Well, they've gone close to scoring some really nice goals. They have scored some really nice goals as well, but they could have had an absolute hatful. Back to Hui. Choi Hyo-jin just can't quite keep it in play. Inside the final 18 or so minutes now, India still working hard. You can see that highest intensity on the heat map is right inside their own penalty box. That's where they've been playing most of their football. Choi Hyo-jin into the middle towards Lee Yong-rae. Cho Kwang-rae, the coach, doesn't want any injuries on this slippery pitch. Koo Ja-cheol almost came undone there in the middle of the park, as that's well played. The chip in towards Ji Dong-won. Oh, and he skied it over the top. Well, we were talking about glaring errors. There is a big glaring error.
But now they are becoming a little bit lazy.
Exactly. It wasn't only just wide, that missed by a fair margin as well.
You see how compact they are, the Indians. They try to avoid goals.
I just spotted something down there on the touchline belt. Cho Kwang-rae, the coach, talking to Park Ji-sung again, telling him that he was going to be substituted, and Park Ji-sung just giving him the thumbs up. I'm not sure if it was okay or whether I'm fine. Yeah, leave me out here.
Maybe he likes to play. For him, it's a good training session today. He won't risk an injury. He loves it. Maybe he said, I want to play, I want to continue, I love it today. Then let him run, let him play. Take another player.
Well, it's the number 8, Yoon Bitgaram, who another is just 20 years of age, who's going to come into the game. Choi Hyo-jin gets another chance. Lee Chung-yong. Choi Hyo-jin again. Coming forward this time, it's the central defender Hwang Jae-won. There's one-on-one at the back, and perhaps there's a chance here now for India. It's 2-on-1. Sunil Chhetri at the back post. Here is Sunil Chhetri, a little 1-2 with Steven Diaz, and he's been forced too wide, and he crosses, but gently in the end towards Jung Sung-ryong, and it was Chetri's pass that just forced Steven Diaz too wide. You could hear the roar in the crowd then as well. And it is Park Ji-sung. Well,
yeah, he gives him rest. He gives him rest.
Koo Ja-cheol started to run off. He thought it was for him. And perhaps Park Ji-sung, well, in the end, his number is up. He gives the captain's armband to the even more experienced Lee Young-pyo. Another great performance from Park Ji-sung, who applauds and is applauded by the fans on the far side of the field. A shake of the hand from his coach as well. So into the game, the number 8, Yoon Bitgaram, 20 years of age, earning his 5th cap. He actually scored his one and only goal so far for Korea Republic on his debut last October against Nigeria. He's the reigning K-League Rookie of the Year, the number 8.
And it's good to keep fantastic spirit for the next days. Give the youngsters a chance, because later, semi-final, that you cannot use them. He will bring his experienced team. All the big guns will be nominated. Now let's see what they do.
Koo Ja-cheol, one game goal this evening rather. One goal in his last game, 2 in the first. Koo Ja-cheol, straight into the top of the wall. Looked quite good off the boot as well. Chip over the top. Play continues. Again, Son Heung-min just hesitating a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, show progressors, 11,366.
The ball in towards the back post. Goal kick. Well, the official attendance has been given at just over 11,000. And hear the roar, and that's why at last we are going to see the national footballing hero in Qatar 2011. It's the captain, Climax Lawrence, who's toiled hard in midfield, who runs across. He's not coming off, he's just giving the captain's armband immediately to Bai Chung Bhutia, earning his 109th cap. He's got 42 goals for the national side. He's the all-time record caps and scorer. And what a moment for him.
We can hear how famous he is in his country. So popular player, but he didn't play for at least half a year. He was injured, and now they give him a chance to perform at this tournament.
His first ever Asian Cup as well, and at 34 years of age, probably his last. But he is a hero. He's played against the greats as well. He's always called up for the FIFA Gala matches. I commentated him about a year ago now for the match for Benfica against a FIFA All-Star 11. Cheer for every touch. Well, we say football's got a long way to go, but if they have the star cult status system in place already, 80% pass accuracy for Korea Republic, 50%. Here he is. Sunil Chetri. Back out to the other substitute now, Meera Judin. Back to Indian Player of the Year, Bert, in that position for the last 2 weeks, Buramengi. Now, Baichung Bhutia's just waiting in the middle. Here he might get the touch, it's wide. Look at the lift that's made in the Indian team as well. Nabi, the ball towards Chetri. Strong challenge from Hwang Jae-won. And now, the latest youngster off the production line, Yoon Bitgaram. Forward for Koo Ja-cheol. Son Heung-min. Back out to Ji Dong-won. Koo Ja-cheol's moved a little bit further forward again, with taking Ji Sung Park's place with the new man Yoon Bitgarim playing the defensive midfield role alongside Lee Yong-rae. Well, he's going to get just over 10 minutes. Baichung Bhutia. And if his mere presence on the pitch can bring that sort of response from India, we suspect he is still playing with a calf strain. It's his block. Good switch of play. Lee Chung-yong towards the edge of the box. The touch back for Ji Dong-won. Koo Ja-cheol, they're just playing with it on the edge of the area. It's a great pass this time. And finally, Song Heung-min breaks his international duck. Mind you, it's only his second match. You can hardly call it a duck. He's off the mark. Goal number 4 for Korea Republic. And I think after hitting the post and having them cleared off the line and missing them, he's just decided to shut the eyes and give it a good old-fashioned wallop. Great finish. In off the crossbar. Flag up for offside. Well, India, they've battled hard in between the 24th minute and the 81st minute. They defended stoutly, with a bit of good fortune as well. It's a high foot again. Yoon Bitgaram. Now Son Heung-min. He won't get onto that one. Cleared by Garamangi Singh. Actually had pre-season with the Melbourne Heart, the A-League side.
But
Victoria.
couldn't make it, yeah.
Here goes Koo Ja-cheol. Back out to Lee Young-pyo. Again, Ji Dong-won was waiting in there. Baichung Bhutia with a little touchdown. He gets on the end of it as well.
He's so alone. He's so alone. Surrounded from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red
Even
players
backed off him as well. Baichung Bhutia. Oh, as this could be. Koo Ja-cheol twisting and turning. It's a corner. As we see the goal again. Well, he hit that with something, didn't he? Here's the ball in. Back Tae Hui, still going, the shot on the turn from Koo Ja-cheol. And it's another corner. I get the feeling, because it's another one cleared off line. I'd love to see goal line clearance statistics in this match. Oh! Well, he gave away a penalty on 12 minutes. Kwak Tae Hui, and since then he's been doing everything possible to get his name on the score sheet. Getting there ahead of Subrata Pal. Look at the jump he's got on him as well.
Strong header.
Yeah, very
You have to take
big
care for
boy
him
as well.
He's not afraid. He likes to battle. Very strong in the air, tall boy. Had a good performance.
Kwak Tae Hui left the Chunam Dragons in January of last year, 2010, to go and play with Kyoto in the J-League. There's a growing list of Korean players as well that jump across towards the J-League. Yet to see so many Japanese players go the other way as of yet. They are the two big leagues in Asia. Steven Diaz to take this corner then. He couldn't get past the cameraman. And it comes towards the front post. Chetri was there.
Robbie, you said two good leagues, and both leagues are able to keep the players in their countries. There is a lot of money involved, and players, it's not necessary to sign contracts in Europe and outside of their country. And that's why both leagues are so strong. And if a talent is identified, then he will sign a big contract.
Karem towards the back post, Subrata Pal. Surely this time, oh, off the crossbar, still the chance. Puja Chiol close to adding number 5. As it is, it stays at 4-1. Murajudin. Lee Hyung-pyo, just a little bit frustrated. Let's have a look at this again. Subrata Pal, a little uncharacteristic mistake that time.
But so many legs in front of him, it's very difficult to find the target.
He just about did, didn't he? Off the crossbar, cleared off the line. We could easily, and I say this with all measure, we could easily have had 10 goals. Easily. Perhaps if Korea Republic had been feeling a little bit more clinical.
It was not necessary to fight today. There was no fights, no yellow cards for Korea Republic. They are just running and playing football. They're enjoying it. It was really a training session. It looks like a friendly game. And
very friendly game.
It's a good finish.
Well, it is what it is. It's fully professional World Cup players against what is very barely a professional side. They're almost an amateur side still, this Indian side. It's towards the back post to Chetri. Good stop. Chetri again, another stop. And Kuramengi Singh blasts over from a tight angle. Well, Sunil Chetri, there would have been some celebrations in the rain. Their fans, they're having a great time in the rain.
Difficult for the goalkeeper now. 2 great saves.
Well, that's the key for a goalkeeper, isn't it? Concentration and focus in a game where you've had to do nothing, or a little more than. 2.5 minutes left in regulation time. Chung Bhutia waiting at the back post. Oh, a little 1-2. That was well played by Bai Chung, but Mahrajuddin didn't continue his run. Wins it back to number 16. That's well played. Some one-touch play from India. It's Choi Hyo-jin. There's it back again. The flick on. From Ji Dong-won. Now Son Heung-min into the area. Gets there first, back out to Lee Hyung-pyo, the cross towards the back post, it's a good ball.
They missed so many clear chances.
Hui with the header. Well, Ji Dong-won over 10 kilometers run for a striker. You can see all of it's been in and about the penalty box as well. Son Heung-min back out to Lee Yong-pyo, little dink over the top. No runner that time. Chung, oh, he can't keep it in play. Flags raised. Here's that chance again. It was a good header from Sunil Chetri. And a good piece of goalkeeping, Bernd, you said.
Yeah. Great reaction.
We talked about goalkeepers yesterday between Jordan and Syria and how it cost Syria, you know, any chance they might have had to make the quarterfinals. Son Heung-min still going, the ball bouncing around. It's back out now. Lee Chung-yong, Choi Hyo-jin, and cleared. To win a major tournament, you have to have a good goalkeeper, don't you?
You have. And if you have such authorities like Marc Schwarzer, who can lead a team, who can lead a defense, who is talking, so many years of Premier League experience, it's always good to have such a guy in your team. But the goalkeepers here had not so much consistency. Even the Syrian goalkeeper struggled from Jordan as well. Of course, he is a hero because he prepared this fantastic goal, or this mistake was a long ball error.
O'Day El Saifi with the winning goal for Jordan from a clearance from the goalkeeper Shafi.
But even our goalkeeper today, Subrata Paul, he had two good performances today and the first match against Australia. Bahrain, he was a little bit struggling, but today you can see as a goalkeeper, maybe we will see him soon in one of those countries here, Gulf area, Qatar or Bahrain.
He's still only 24 years of age. We're going to have 2 minutes of stoppage time. And the first of those is, well, just about up. So India's third Asian Cup participation is almost at an end. They've garnered more experience. As it's one forward for Yoonbit Karim to chase. Still going, cleared by Subrata Pal. Nice little touch from Lee Yong-pyo. Now, Son Heung-min still going. Two with Ji Dong-won. We've seen less of him in the second half. Yoonbit Karim has earned another corner, and surely that will be the last action of this match. In it comes towards the back post. Lee Yong-pyo with the shot blocked again. Back in, deflected towards Ji Dong-won. Son Heung-min was lurking. Well, the 2 minutes of stoppage time are up on my clock. Hui, there goes the final whistle. So Korea Republic have defeated India by 4-1. Ji Dong-won with a first half double, as well as Koo Ja-cheol getting his 4th of the tournament. And then with 9 minutes left, Son Heung-min got his first ever international goal. For India, Sunil Chetri's 12th minute penalty, saving the pride.
Respect to India, their performance, absolutely respect. But 13 goals in 3 matches against, it's too much, definitely. But they are here to learn, and they did it.
Well, we're still playing in the other match in this group. It's still 1-0. Australia leading Bahrain. will mean that Australia will go through top of the group if it stays that way, and Korea will go through in second place. The Korean players head across to applaud their supporters who have withstood the conditions. The Indian fans as well head across, and they might go for a little lap of honor as well to see their fans all around this ground. Many young students as well that have come out to watch them. Mai Chung Butio will never forget this moment. It's all over at the Al Sadd Stadium. Australia have defeated Bahrain by 1-0, so Australia will go through top of Group C and play the second place in Group D. Korea Republic finished second in this group, and they will now play Iran in a remake of that World Cup qualifier back in 1997 to see who can qualify for the semi-finals. Man of the match is Koo Ja-cheol, who got his fourth of the tournament. From myself, Robbie Thompson, and Bert Stenger, we leave you now from Al Gharafa and see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.